A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Rainbow Warriors will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Stanford's offense to go on the attack first. As we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Running inside, it's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Groves. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Got the first down. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rainbow Warriors offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Oh, they're after him. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Hawaii. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't.
Lots of room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw again. The sure hands, it's Blackburn. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The run inside, it's 4. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. On the delay, it's Barfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Barfield. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Right down the gut of the field. The 40, the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Irvin. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Ford. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Rose. He'll pull it down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Hall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They'll run play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ford. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Rose. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
On the ground, it's Ford. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. With the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. And to get rid of it quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the draw, it's Barfield. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Hawaii calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert to 2nd and short. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Barfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. Back to your game in Honolulu. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Chang, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. Their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Red 54, where did he go?
Running inside, it's Barfield. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
That's caught, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Barfield. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rose. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, ready, go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Blackburn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Scrambling away. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstuck. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinal! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10.
Ready. Where did he go?
Wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. To the air, it's Rose. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Hall. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using the quick game. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
With the catch, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ready, go!
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he makes it past the first down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Caught, and he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
That's caught. It's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. And they got it. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one. He's got it on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over.
Time to take a shot. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Pressure coming. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.